Danny Bonaduce, life coach. It's that time again. Hey, by the way, we'll take your emails at lifecoach@KZOK.com. And, of course, as always, we will take your phone calls at 1-800-252-1025. Let's talk to Carol, shall we?
Who's Life Coach brought to you by, Dan?
Thank you very much for asking there, Gibbons. It is brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Now can I talk to Carol?
Certainly.
Thank you. Good morning, Carol.
Well, hi, Danny. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you very much. What can I do for you?
Well, I have a couple of complaints because I have an addiction to marijuana.
Okay.
And I have tried the 12-step program and got laughed at, basically. I've gone on my own.
What kind of 12-step program meeting did you go to?
Narcotics Anonymous.
Narcotics Anonymous, to be honest with you, should have helped you out. Well, any of them should have thrown their arms around you. And I must say, I'm a little bit, if you're accurate in your description, I'm a little bit ashamed of my community there. The answer, you always want to help. It's because the marijuana, they're thinking, well, that's not enough. You got to be here with us hardcore drunks or crackheads or heroin addicts or whatever it is. When I went to rehab in Los Angeles, there was a guy there. Dig this. This is 20 years ago or more. There was a guy there addicted to milk.
What?
Yep, addicted to milk. And I feel bad about this because we all made fun of him. But it was a real live medicinal problem, and he would get really, really sick and then still drink it. And he was doing so much damage to his esophagus from the constant throwing up that it was like he kind of out-hardcored us all. So you just, and if you're out there listening and somebody comes in and it's not your cup of tea because they're allergic to, they're stuck on something that doesn't meet your requirements of being a full-on addict, you need to open up your mind a little bit and let them in. All right, so give me some more information. What can I do for you?
Well, I have gone from like a $500 a month habit down to I call it from abusing to using, like it's $20 a month or something now.
$20 a month. Now, why do you consider that since it's legal? Are you missing work?
Yeah, and then no, I'm not missing work, but I am going to school, and I've noticed I can't just shake that last bit. And
okay,
on one hand, I get laughed at. On the other hand, I'm like, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. But there is no middle ground.
The second you started to worry about it, it became a problem. If it's distracting to your education or anything like that, it's a real problem and deserves nothing less than all your respect. So let me tell you this. The good news is that as soon as marijuana went legal here in the great state of Washington and legal for recreational use, the government had to sign all sorts of deals to open up all sorts of things to help people transition through if they're smoking too much pot, if it's too easy to get and they're getting more addicted than they were expecting to. There are all sorts of programs for you right now that weren't available not too long ago, but they're available now. I got one for you. It's called SoberRecovery.com, specializing in marijuana, and I believe in your neck of the woods. I'm not positive with that, but yeah, it's SoberRecovery.com, and they're specializing in marijuana. So now, if you're down to $20 a month, why do you think that's such a problem? You're saying you just can't shake the last bit of the day when you go to school?
Well, I think it's a problem. I have it by sheer will, under control. But I think if I was not in school under the right circumstances, I would go right back up again.
Right, and you don't want to use all your willpower for something like this. You don't want it to be a big distraction. You deserve a good life, and you deserve not to be fighting the grip of anything in your life that isn't good for you. If I want to go on a diet and there's food everywhere and I can't shake it, but it's still everywhere, I got to go of my own willpower. But also there are these programs that'll help you lose weight and things like that. There are programs available to you at that website I gave you that'll help you get off your marijuana. Hey, so you said there were a couple of things. Is there something else?
Well, my anger over, making it legal medicinally is fine, but making it legal recreationally is where I have an anger.
So you have anger because it's legal to go get it recreationally, but you're not mad because it's legal. You're mad because it's too abundant.
I'm mad because it's okay for recreational use. Because of people that do have problems with it. I believe in the medicinal value for a lot of people. That I totally agree with. It's making it like cigarettes to the public.
Well, you're going to have to get a handle on that, in my my opinion, because I am a full-blown alcoholic. Out of all the drugs I have done, and it's been a bunch, out of all the drugs that I have done, alcohol has brought the most problems to myself and to my family and to my loved ones, to my employers. I mean, I'm telling you, throughout history, in my history, alcohol is the killer. Yet they have liquor stores, and I'm not mad at the liquor stores. I'm mad at me, but now I'm not anymore. 3.5 years sober. So I think you got to decide that's really not your business. Your business is your life. And I'll give it to you again. SoberRecovery.com is the one in your neck of the woods that specializes in marijuana recovery. And good luck on that, because it should be taken seriously. It's so much more potent than it used to be when I was growing up. It is a serious drug now, and she's having a problem with it. So she should be appreciative of that and taken seriously. Hey, thank you very much for the call.
Good luck to you. And if you've got a question for the life coach, now is the time to call 800-252-1025. Any kind of problem you have, Danny can help you. Make the call. And you can also email lifecoach@kzok.com.
Damn right.
We have an email from Jill in Shoreline. She says, my son is 16. He just got arrested for breaking and entering. He and a friend broke into an abandoned school. He's a good kid. He's never been in trouble before. What can we expect to have happen?
I'll tell you this. He's going to get probation and 100 hours of community service. I'm just going to assume, because you didn't put it in the email to me, that he doesn't have a bunch of priors, that this is it.
He's a good kid. He's never been in trouble.
He's a good kid. He's never been in trouble. They're not going to just let him go. They're going to slap him on the wrist, and they're going to give a year unsupervised probation, which translates to nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Unsupervised probation just means if you get in trouble again, we'll go back and visit your case and probably give you a more severe fine. They're going to I'll bet money. I'm just picking the random hour. 100 hours community service. Clean up the side of the freeways. Collect cans for the homeless, things like that. So a year of unsupervised probation and 100 hours of community service, and that's all he'll do. I don't see that they're going to recommend any classes or anything like that. So and the key is unsupervised probation. That means you don't have to go down there and meet with a guy once a month. You're just going to have to don't get busted for anything else, because they get mad. If you're on probation and you get busted for something, he could get a year. So tell him to be a good kid and straighten up. But right now, essentially, I don't want to say nothing's going to happen to him, because it kind of takes the legs out from the judicial system. But like I said, he's going to get a year unsupervised probation and 100 hours community service. That's what's going to happen.
800.
And I'm right to the penny, by the way. I'll be really interested when he goes to court and he gets it. Call me back, please, and let me know how far off I was.
800-252-1025. Call that number now. If you've got a question for the life coach, any kind of problem, he's either been through it or his alter ego has been through it, because you've been through it all.
I've been through it, man.
We've got an email from Becky in Kent. My husband likes big boobs. He always has, but unfortunately, I am a B cup. We've been happily married for 12 years, but lately, he's pressuring me to get implants. I don't want bigger boobs, but I know how happy it would make him. What do you think I should do?
It won't make him that happy. Don't do it. Don't ever do anything like that for somebody else. It's a big, big, big mistake. And you got to B's the way that goes right now. If you ask any supermodel how big are your breasts, she's going to say A or B. Now, I happen to think A's a little weird. If you look at a girl with an A cup and she's not wearing some kind of padded bra, you can see like, oh, that chick wishes she had boobs. But B's, they're adorable. You have a great size. It's a perfect size right now. And when you look at those Victoria's Secret models, except the ones with implants, all B's. That's what everybody thinks is the natural hot look. So my recommendation is, very seriously, never get implants. You're going to get surgery for this guy? Don't do it. Absolutely. My opinion is, what should I do? The answer is nothing. Have a talk with the guy. Get bigger padded bras if he wants to see that kind of look. But don't get surgery, because what'll happen is, let's say you decide Danny was right, I don't love you. You got to go through surgery twice. No, don't. Tell him to get a wiener implant and see how he feels about that. I have strong feelings on it. Don't do it, sweetheart.
Anna in Seattle, you are on with Danny Bonaduce, life coach.
Hey, Anna in Seattle, how are you?
Good.
Good. You don't sound that good. What's up?
So I'm pregnant, and I'm not sure who the father is. I've been in a steady relationship for 15 years, but I did have an affair.
Now, I don't judge. Let me tell you that. I absolutely do not judge. So when I say the next thing, this is just, in my opinion, a matter of fact, not a matter of blame. This is a very difficult time to be you, right?
No.
No?
I just don't know if I should even tell the guys, or just... just wait and see what happens.
All right, so how many guys are we talking about?
2.
2. So it's just
So the steady relationship and the person
this is going to sound like I'm kidding, but I'm not. Are both gentlemen of the same color?
Yes.
Okay, so no, it's not like you have an option of not telling because one baby's not going to be born black. Okay, good. Very nice. So what does your heart tell you on this? And I'm not saying about whether you should tell or not, but also what about to tell today, whether it's important or not to know. What are you leaning towards on this?
I don't know. That's why I called.
Okay, well here's what I would recommend, but you kind of make me kind of nervous. I think you're going to vacillate. I think I'm going to give you my advice, and then you may not follow it. Is the other guy going to cause you any kind of problem?
No.
All right. So what is the downside of not telling anyone ever?
Nothing.
All right. Now, are you in love with I'm going to, for right now, I'm going to refer to the guy you've been with for 15 years as the father of the child. We all know that might not be true, but just to make it kind of easier on what we're talking about, are you going to marry him?
No. We've just been together. We're pretty much married.
Okay. Let's see. This kind of changes little things. I thought you for sure they're going to stay. You've been with him 15 years, right?
Correct.
See, normally I would say don't tell. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said the reason why I pulled around, not to justify it, is he just had lots of health issues.
So you cheated on a sick man?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, that's much better. That's much better.
But have you had relations with him to pull off that he might be the dad?
Right, yes.
Even though he's sick.
Yeah, she's trying to make an excuse for cheating, and there really isn't one, and it's okay. I've done it. You know what? I ain't mad at you. I just want to make sure that you don't go down this lane and really devastate other people's lives. Here's the way not to devastate people, as far as I'm concerned, is never tell them ever. Never, ever, ever tell them ever. Now, having said that, I don't believe you're going to make it. I think you're going to tell somebody. I think the first thing you're going to want to do is how comfortable are you with the other guy?
I think I'm going to listen to your advice. I like it. That's sort of where I was leaning.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is...
But I'm cool with both.
Okay, you're cool with both. Will the other guy give you a DNA test to see if it is or isn't?
No.
Okay, then shine it. Don't do it. Don't tell him anything. And raise this... Is the guy you're with a decent guy?
Yeah, he's great.
Raise this kid in a decent home. You know, that's more than any kid could ask for. And, it's only 50-50 I'm going with on this. There's a very good chance this kid is his. So I say, if you're going to tell somebody and break their heart and devastate the rest of their life, but the trick is you can never tell. You can't go 3 years from now raising this child as your own and then get in a huge fight and go, this kid isn't even yours. You can't do that. You have to suck it up and say, once this kid is our kid, you can never, ever tell, because you'll also be hurting the kid, so you have to keep this your little secret. And by the way, it'll get easier and easier. Okay.
Thank you, Danny.
You're more than welcome. All right. Wow, there was some interesting stuff going on right there. I think I gave the right advice. I always give the right advice. Damn your eyes. That's all the time we have right now for Danny Bonaduce on Life Coach. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.